All right, so this is my first story time. I mean, I tell story times all the time to my friends and, coworkers or whatever. So I was like, why not actually share my story time, my real life story times, with the world on YouTube. So, this is, I forgot what I was going to talk about. What is my topic? What is my topic? All right, I'll be back because I don't remember my topic. All right, so this is take 3, 4, whatever. So my story time is getting back with an ex, and it didn't work out. So first off, I want to start off by saying I'm cute, right? What is a girl like me doing with an ex? Well, things happen, I guess. This particular ex, the reason why we broke up was because he couldn't keep it in his pants. He loved women, and attractive women at that. And I don't believe that he was ready. We were in our teens, and I'm in my 20s now. So, through all the years of missing him, thinking about him, I just assumed that maybe he might have changed and that he was thinking about me too. I thought that, hey, maybe I'm not a loss, that he would, like when someone grows up, the things that you messed up in your past, you kind of think about, like, maybe I could have done things differently, So, hold on, give me a second. So, like I was saying, after missing him and thinking that, maybe, he was missing me too or whatever, and what do I have to lose? I can just probably, reach out to him, and, the worst he can probably say is, no, he's not interested. So, I called him. And after calling him and, we were talking for a good 3-4 hours on the phone, it was like, oh my God, so blissful. I really thought he changed. So he finally, asked me out to meet up, link up or whatever. And in my whole mind, before we went out on a date, I already thought about wedding dresses, what my bridesmaids are going to wear. And I thought about, how our kids are going to look like. I mean, I thought it was just all set. And we went out on the date or whatever. We went to the movies, I believe, on our first date. And then the next day, we talked all day, called me nonstop all day. And then I believe 2 weeks passed by, and I just thought that he was literally going to be my husband. My ex turned into the next, and he's going to be my husband. But things didn't work out that way. I believe about 2 weeks later, I got a phone call from his wife. And, and I kind of, linked up with her, wanted to hear her side of the story. I wanted pictures. I wanted proof. She didn't want to give me her social media. And it happened that way. And he actually called me, I believe, a week after me meeting her and tried to explain himself, saying that it wasn't true, but there was evidence there. It didn't make any sense to me. So I always say an ex is an ex for a reason. Let's just focus on the next. And that's my story time. So hopefully you guys learned from me that an ex is a no-go. And that's that. Story time with V.